Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to
Hey.
Literacy Night. If you haven't guessed already, I'm Mr. Mulder.
And I'm Mr. Holliday. Nice to see everybody. We've got a couple scholars here in attendance as well, our live studio audience, or they might be paid actors.
Yes, we don't know. You'll never know. Ha ha ha. Tonight, our featured book is called Salt in His Shoes. It is the amazing true story of Michael Jordan pursuing his dream to become a basketball superstar. And our activity is really, really cool. It is an origami basketball hoop. So you can make your own basketball hoop at home and instead of paper football, play paper basketball. I very much look forward to doing this one.
Digging it. I've got a few here. I've got the pre-basketball paper right here. These are all the materials you need.
Yep, should be good. All right. Our story is written by Dolores Jordan and Rosalind M. Jordan and colored by Kadir Nelson. Now, those last names start to make me think, wait a second. And sure enough, Dolores Jordan is Michael Jordan's mom, his real-life mom.
Snap.
Yeah, and Rosalind is his real-life sister. And this Kadir Nelson guy is an animator for DreamWorks. There you go.
I would think those are very reliable sources for this subject.
Yeah, right. Definitely a primary source document. I like the character designs too. Everyone is like really exaggerated and like sort of skinny but still muscular. It's a really cool looking book. All right, we'll read some of it, but not all of it because it's a little bit long. Salt in His Shoes. Michael Jordan in pursuit of a dream. A little picture of Kid, his airness here. Michael loved to play basketball. Every Saturday, he followed his older brothers, Larry and Ronnie, to the park, hoping they would let him play. And if one of the guys who usually played with them didn't show, they always did. But there was one problem. His name was Mark, and he was the tallest boy on court. This dude is so big, he's taking up 2 pages. Check out that wingspan. What's the matter, Mike? You too short? Mark flapped his arms in Michael's face. Over here, shouted Larry. But when Michael threw the ball, Mark's long arms came out of nowhere and knocked the ball away. It flew in the hands of a player on Mark's team. He made the basket. The game was over, just like that. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Rough.
I'm really sorry, guys. If I were taller, that wouldn't have happened. Aw, little tiny Michael Jordan, it's okay. All the way home, Michael apologized, even though no one was mad at him. His oldest brother, Ronnie, tried to cheer him up. Look, little brother, you played good today. Don't worry. We'll win the next time. Hey, there's some encouragement there.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize
Growth mindset.
Yeah, right? I didn't know that Michael Jordan had older brothers.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. When they got home, Michael went into the kitchen where Mama was cooking dinner. Another nice 2-page spread here. He was still disappointed, and she could tell. You guys lost again today, huh? Michael nodded. He sat quietly for a minute, then said, Mama, how can I grow taller? Now, Mama knew the answer to a lot of questions, but this was a tough one. She thought for a moment as she sprinkled salt and pepper on the chicken she was making for dinner. Then she smiled, looked at Michael, and said, Salt. Salt? Michael looked at his mama. Salt in your shoes. We'll put salt in your shoes and say a prayer every night. Before you know it, you'll be taller, she replied. Ooh, interesting thought, Mama.
I never thought about doing that. Never tried it.
Yeah, me neither. I like this reaction face.
That's exactly how I feel hearing that. Like, salt in my shoes. Okay.
Salt in my shoes, Michael said quietly to himself. Surely Mama was teasing. He sat staring out of the window, trying to figure out how the salt was going to help him grow. He noticed the rose bushes outside Mama's garden. They had grown high along the fence, and roses of all colors were blooming on the vines. He thought to himself, I remember when Mama first planted those bushes. Michael's face lit up. If Mama knows how to make those rose bushes grow taller, maybe she's right. Maybe salt in my shoes really will help me grow. Ooh. Sounds like a question for the scientific method. Let's see what happens next. Okay, growing more excited. Hey, I see what you did there. Michael twirled around and started asking lots of questions. Mama, how long will it take? How tall do you think I'll get? Smiling, Mama sat down next to him and explained, in order for this to work, the most important things you have to do are be patient and listen to what I tell you and say your prayers every night. Listening carefully, Michael shook his head. Okay, Mama, I'll be patient. What does saying my prayers have to do with it? Oh, nice Mama hug here. Everything, Mama replied, and she hugged him. Now go wash up and tell your brothers and sisters to get ready for dinner. Michael dashed out of the kitchen, almost knocking over his father, who was walking in. What's he up to now? Asked Daddy. Oh, the usual, laughed Mama, chasing a dream. Hey, that's the subtitle of the story.
There you go.
All right. Nice splash page here for family dinner.
Yeah, these illustrations are amazing. Has this been considered for a Caldecott Award?
Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't have the sticker on it, but I would definitely
I'd
give
say
it
it's
one.
deserving.
Yeah. Later during dinner, Mama noticed that Michael was barely eating anything. He was already daydreaming about being taller. Michael, first things first. You won't grow if you don't eat, especially your vegetables, Mama said. But I'm not really hungry, he said. Raising her eyebrows, Mama gave him a stern look. Slowly, Michael picked up his fork and began to eat. Minutes later, his plate was clean and he was asking for more. Time to munch. That evening at bedtime, Michael set his favorite game shoes on the floor next to his growth chart hanging on the wall. Then he put on his pajamas, said his prayers, and jumped into bed. I noticed that there is a growth chart here. I wonder if that will come in handy later.
I'm not too surprised by the jump man jumping into bed.
Yeah, right? Totally makes sense. When Mama came in, Michael was fast asleep. By the look on his face, you could tell he was already playing basketball in his dreams. Looks like we have a special guest.
Ms. Reimert is joining us.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Ms. Reimert.
We're in the middle of salt on his shoes. Okay, standing by his bed, Mama sprinkled the salt in his shoes. Then she prayed quietly over him as she did all of her children. Oh, that's sweet. After that night, Michael wore his favorite game shoes everywhere he went, even to church. And he stopped going to the park with his brothers on Saturdays. Instead, he stayed home and practiced. He wanted to grow a few more inches before he went back to the park. Check out these action poses. This is so awesome to see all these moves and motion.
The illustrations are incredible. He had to stay home, too, to put more salt in his shoes.
Yeah, right? I mean, eventually that would make you taller if you put in so much, like it was like lifts in your shoes.
It'd be uncomfortable walking around, but it would do the trick.
It would totally work. Yeah. I'm impressed. After 2 months of practicing and waiting patiently and praying, Michael stood next to the growth chart on his wall. Nothing. He hadn't grown an inch. He was disappointed, but he did not stop believing. Better call Journey. Hold on to that feeling. I've just got to give it time, like Mama said, Michael thought to himself, and that's what he did. 2 more months of practicing went by, and nothing. So now Michael was becoming a little sad. Hey, I'd be a lot sad if I was practicing for 3 months and nothing happened. Not only had he not grown 1 inch, but he also missed playing basketball with Larry and Ronnie. About the only thing he didn't miss was being picked on by Mark. When the next Saturday came, his brothers tried to get Michael to go with them to the park, but he wouldn't budge. Mama had begun to worry. When she saw Michael sitting alone on the steps, she said, Daddy, maybe you should go out and talk to him. Yeah, maybe you should. All right.
That's doing his best. The salt's not working. He's just still a salty-footed shorty.
Yeah, salty-footed shorty. I want to pass it out to you guys. Do you guys want to finish the story or do a little bit of origami? What do you guys think?
Finish.
I vote. No, I just want to finish. I just want to do the paper thing.
We've got conflicting opinions here.
Yeah, we're tied. What do you think, Destiny? What do you think, David? You can put it in the chat.
Maybe Isabella and Henry will have to have a shootout if we don't get a tiebreaker.
Pew pew. Yeah.
Well, the basketball type of shootout.
All right. Yeah, we'll have to settle it with a game of horse when we're all back on campus and safe again. All right. I'll do 2 more pages and then I'll start some paper art. All right. Here's Dad and Michael. So Daddy went out and sat with Michael. What's wrong, son? You haven't gone to the park with your brothers for a while now. Are you okay? Michael didn't say anything at first. They looked at Daddy and said, I thought I would at least be a few inches taller by now. I did everything Mama told me to do, but nothing's happened. Michael, why do you want to be taller? Daddy asked. If I were taller, I'd be a great player. I could help our team win, Michael answered. Dun, dun, dun. The why is always important. But you are a great player, son, and you already have everything it takes to be a winner, right in here. Daddy tapped Michael in the chest. Being taller may help you play a little better, but not as much as practice, determination, and giving your best will. Those are the things that make you a real winner. Michael thought about what Daddy said for a minute, then suddenly he jumped up and took off. Where are you going? Daddy yelled after him. I've got a game today, and I'm late, Michael yelled back.
Get there.
Zoom! I love the detail of the shoelaces flying off of his shoes. It's awesome.
He ran his shoes untied. That's really fast.
I know, so fast. All right. I'm going to leave you guys in suspense so that I can do a little bit of origami today. Oh, Merlin is here. Hi, Merlin.
It's
Okay.
Hey, Merlin.
Hi. Okay, we left off on our story on a little bit of a cliffhanger. We'll go back for your time at the end. But for now, I want you guys to get a piece of paper because we're going to turn this into this. Here we go. There's a link in the chat if you guys want to make your very own epic origami blogspot.com, yada, yada. Okay. I'm going to open it up myself and take a look. Okay, first step, orient it vertically. So hold it up like this. Step 2, take the top left corner, unfold, and then the top right corner and unfold. So we're kind of making like an X shape on our paper. I'm going to do that now. I folded, unfold.
Something like that. I always feel like I have to go super slow when I do these. Like, for some reason, now is the moment that I choose to get super into origami, and I'm going to be perfect at it first try.
Yeah, that's the hope, right? All right, I'll share screen and save you guys a step. A little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, so that's the final product. Start with your piece of paper. And then fold the top corner over. Bada bing. Perfect. And then fold the opposite side over. Bada boom. Now we got to flip it over so that's kind of punched out, right? So it should look kind of like a pyramid coming up at your face. All right, then it says fold the top edge down so the creases are on top of each other. Unfold and turn it back over. Okay.
Fold it so those creases line up. All right, here's where I get super precise and really good at origami all of a sudden.
Right. Going back. And open. There we go. Okay. So now I've folded 3 times, and it's got this little squishy shape to it. Take the 2 points sticking out on the side and bring them to the center. Oh, okay. I'm holding mine backwards. I need to squish it kind of like this. Makes this crazy shape on top.
Ah.
And then squish it flat. It looks kind of like a tiny house with a big roof.
Henry, not with that attitude. All right, I'm trying to follow this a little bit more closely. I think I see what's going on here. 2 points sticking out on the side.
Yeah. So we've got our paper, fold it in half, fold it across, then fold it back so you get that little squash fold. Kind of closes it. It's almost like a mouth. It goes in and down. You'll have a triangle of paper in the front and like a pentagon of paper in the back. It's kind of a weird shape. I guess that's what makes it origami. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. Mountain fold the top point backwards. Okay, so it looks like you leave this little mouth open and then you just fold back a little bit at the top. I can do that. Oh, okay. And then slide these two pieces together to make a hoop. That's cute. All right, mine looks like that. Nice big hoop. I took the sides and I just kind of tucked them into each other. This one goes in here, this one goes in here. Squeeze it over a little bit. The tighter I make it, the stronger it holds because there's more friction in the model to keep it from undoing itself. It also makes the hole a little bit small.
All right. Henry, you can't figure out one fold. I'm right there with you, dude. I'm going back and looking at it again. I think it's step number 8. The picture right beneath there. I'm a little lost on. I'm not sure what exactly he's doing.
All right. Fold these two in. All right, and then ta-da! Okay, so I finished my first one. Let's go back and leave no human behind. All right, I'm gonna find another piece of scrap paper. Hold the phone, everybody. Here we go. A piece of a student work packet from last year is perfect. So I'm gonna start with my blank paper. Fold the corner across. So far, so good. Unfold, got it. Then fold the other way across, okay. Fold down, and open it. Now here's where it gets interesting. I gotta turn the paper over so that I sort of have this pyramid shape facing out at me. And then I need to fold it back over itself. So the top goes up and over and squish.
Okay. And we're back to the full paper, right?
Yes, and then fold back to big. Then turn it over, and you kind of want to like close the sides and fold the top down. So it should sort of follow the creases of the paper. It's kind of the way it wants to go now. It's a very weird shape, right? So the pyramid's on this side, and then I'm kind of folding it in together.
Okay, so you take the two sides and fold them in together like that then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then
so
it makes
where
a
those
triangle.
Lines are, those lines are horizontally across the page, you bring those in together, and that you've got what what did he refer to it as? A water bomb base?
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's also used in making a paper crane, so I have an unfair advantage.
Interesting. All right, this is making sense now.
Yeah, it should leave kind of like a triangle shape on the top and the bottom, and then a little pinch in the middle. It's almost like an hourglass or something.
Yeah.
Follow that fold, squeeze it gently, gently, gently. And this is the shape that you want. It's almost done when you get to the part that looks kind of like a house.
If Michael Jordan can do it, allegedly, I can too.
There you go.
This is how he started. There was a salt in his shoes, and there was also the paper basketball hoop.
Yes. I mean, you got to practice
untold
somehow.
story.
The untold story, the very untold story. Yeah, that one did not get into The Last Dance.
Yeah, he did not tell it either. I made it up just now.
Legendary legends.
Can't
okay.
prove it didn't happen.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, fold the top a little bit back. Nice. Now it looks like kind of like a Pizza Hut, like an old Pizza
There
Hut.
we go.
Okay, this part is sort of elegant. I like this bit. Fold it around. Fold it around. I need to tuck these inside of each other.
I see. Right there.
Ta-da!
So you can push the left one into the right one or the right one into the left one. Doesn't make a difference.
Yep. Although, if you ever want to spook someone out, ask them to cross their arms and then ask them to cross it the other way. Feels so weird. Just hold it, and it's like, nope, wrong, incorrect.
Yeah, next time you feel like you want to cross your arms, try to do it the opposite way, and then find something better to do with your arms. All right, Henry's got the Wakanda Forever going.
Yeah, crisscross it that way. This part's easy, right? It looks almost like a science fair board. You do this bit.
And one thing that it doesn't mention is if you really want to, you can push the hoop further into itself to make it way too small for a basketball to come out and making it impossible to be successful. Then you set up a attraction at the county fair.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Or just make it really, really small on like your opponent's side so they can only score once, and then you can score as many times as you want.
Exactly.
I know.
I'd bring this thing out and give out a real basketball. All right, go for it.
Go for it.
Free car if you win.
Ooh. Okay. So here are the instructions. I'll drop that link one more time in case you want to play along at home. Anybody have one? Anyone want to show it off on camera?
Isabel's got one.
Nice.
Looks more like a rocket than an actual hoop.
Oh yeah, it could kind of be.
Might have actually just created a pretty awesome paper airplane design.
Yeah.
We definitely don't want to be showing off how to make paper airplanes if you're doing in-person learning.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever science does that, my life gets harder for like a week and a half.
I actually just flew that thing across the room really well.
Nice. All right. We may be on to something here.
Origami.
Okay. So the link is in there if you guys want to make more origami basketball hoops. I've got 3. Let's see, I don't have any more activity for you guys. So if you want to head out of here early, that is perfectly all right. But thanks for coming to Literacy Night. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you play lots of paper basketball.
I hope so as well. I want to see somebody get really good at it, start a team for the school. See you, Henry.
Yep.